Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with your host, Deonica McHugh. That is me. As y'all can see, I got my hair done if y'all watching on the YouTube. I got some blonde box braids. I like it. At first I was like kind of nervous. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be too much blonde, if I'm gonna look all ghetto. But you know what? It actually came out pretty cute. Shout out to Sabrina. I'm gonna need to go find her Instagram so I could put it like right here or something for y'all. Or I'll share it later. Anyways, on today's episode, we are going to be talking about something actually kind of cool, the law of attraction. And if you've never heard about the law of attraction, I'm going to go ahead and define it for you guys and tell you how it works. It's actually pretty cool when you think about it. And it's real. Like, it makes sense. I don't know. So, let's jump into the episode. If y'all see me keep looking down, it's because I will be reading my notes that I wrote down. And also, I'm going to be reading some information from this website that I got so that we can get in depth and y'all can get a real understanding and the true meaning behind these things. So, the law of attraction is a philosophy suggesting that positive thoughts bring positive results into a person's life, where negative thoughts bring negative outcomes. So it's kind of self-explanatory. You think about good things, you attract good things. You think about negative things, and those negative things might happen, or those bad things might happen. I heard about this a long time ago. I was probably maybe in like high school or something like that. And honestly, I think my sister was the one that told me about it. She used to read that book, The Secret. And I think they had a couple of books, and she was into reading. And I really believe that she was the first person to introduce it to me, and I thought it was kind of cool. But I'm not the type to read. My attention span is like bloop, all over the place. I just can't. Well, I can. I just choose not to. I always say, never say that you can't, because you can. You just choose not to. And that kind of is like the law of attraction. That's more of like brainwashing yourself. I don't know. I always say brainwashing myself. But okay. So there are 3 laws I found out, and I actually did not know this. So this is why I have notes, because I'm just learning about this. The 3 laws of attraction are like attract like, nature abhors a vacuum, and the present is always perfect. So I'm going to be reading from this website called Very Well, and it's going to describe those 3 laws to us so that we can have a clear understanding of them. So, like attracts like. This law suggests that similar things are attracted to one another. It means that people tend to attract people who are similar to them, but also suggests that people's thoughts tend to attract similar results. Negative thinking believed to attract negative experiences, while positive thinking is believed to produce desirable experiences. So, I'll go ahead and give you guys an example of a time like this has happened. I recently decided that I am going to only try my hardest to have only positive thoughts. So this, like with the last job that I got when I was working at Lakeshore, I was like, I'm going to go into this place and I'm going to get this job because I have experience and I have a great personality, and I will get this job because I want this job. And I literally believed that. So I went into the building to do my application/interview with the manager, and the whole time I'm thinking, I will get this job. I will see myself working here, you know, and you go ahead. It's kind of like manifesting in a way. And that's something we're going to be talking about on this part 2, because I'm going to do 2 videos on this. One video on law of attraction and the other on manifestation. So I'm putting positive thoughts into my head so that I can have a positive outcome. I'm like, these people will like me, you know. I'm thinking all types of positive things because that's what I want. In the end result, I end up getting a job. I'm going to say another thing. Something I realized actually last week. Whenever that man was like kind of, you know, I said he was kind of like picking on me or whatever. And I was like, dang, they gonna fire me. I'm joking though. I'm like, oh, he gonna fire me. And what happened? Ended up get fired. So I'm being negative at that time, but I was like, I was joking, but I really honestly just feel like it wasn't meant for me to be there anymore. I just think that was the time that was up. I think I just needed something to be proved to me or something, because that's just ridiculous. So basically, like attract like. What you think is what you will attract. So always try to keep it positive, because you always want to have a positive outcome. So next is nature abhors a vacuum. I hope I'm saying that right. Abhors, A-B-H-O-R-S. I'm pretty sure that's probably how you say it. So it says that this law of attraction suggests that removing negative things from your life can make space for positive things to take their place. It is based on the notion that it is impossible to have a completely empty space in your mind and in your life. Since something will always fill this space, it is important to fill this space with positivity. Proponents of this philosophy. So, actually, I have a great, excellent example. So you guys know that I recently went through a breakup, and y'all, I was so sad. I'll be honest, I was really sad. And I was just like thinking, I'm like, you know, like I really shouldn't, you know, be in a relationship with this person because I'm not happy. And me being with this person is making me feel sad. And I felt like just having that person in my life was just making negative thing after negative thing after negative thing happen. Like nothing was going good. And I was finally made that decision to stop talking to that person, stop being around that person, just cut off, just like cut them off completely. And guess what? I removed that negative space and that negative energy, that negative thinking, all that negativity, and I started to feel good. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try my hardest to place good things in my life, good people in my life, good energy, you know, things that I enjoy, things that I like, and, you know, replace, like it says, replace those negative things with something positive. And ever since I did that, y'all, I promise you, I have been feeling so much better attitude wise. Better things happening to me. Like, it's just crazy how it all works out. Like I said in my episode Why Worry, also, if y'all haven't listened to Why Worry, that's also a really good episode, just to get rid of those negative thoughts out of your brain. I don't know, I didn't have a job and I was just making it somehow, and that's just what happens when you take that negativity out. Good things will come. And don't forget to pray. I always say that, don't forget to pray. And then the next law is the present is always perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and read that one to you guys. The present is always perfect. This law focuses on the idea that there are always things that you can do to improve the present moment. While it might always seem like the present is somehow flawed, this law proposes that rather than feeling the dread or unhappiness, you should focus on your energy on finding ways to make the present moment the best it could be. And that is something that I have. It's funny that I didn't know these things, but I do these things. Like it says, you should focus your energy on finding ways to make the present moment the best it can be. And that's what I always try to do. I could be like having such an inconvenient thing going on, like I'll use my job for example. When I lost my job and I was like, you know what, it does suck that I don't have a job anymore, but you know what, I get to go home now and chill out and relax and enjoy my day and do something that I want to do, because I really didn't want to go to work that day, you know. And whenever you think like that, it does make the day better, instead of whatever that thing that's bothering you, making you feel like, oh, find out what would make you feel happy in that moment. So for example, today I didn't skate today, but you know, it's okay, I didn't go skate today because I'm not gonna be freezing. I'm in the house recording this episode for you guys, and I might still go skate anyways. So I don't know, it's just all about trying to make every moment every moment that you have as positive as possible. That's what I was trying to say. That was kind of like a little tongue twister, 2 P's. But make it positive, enjoy that time, put positive energy in the air, and positive energy into your mind, and project positive energy. Like I've said before, if you're walking around, like just imagine you're walking around looking like you are upset or something like that, and people are seeing your face like that. So people are going to automatically assume maybe you are rude, maybe you're upset, you might have an attitude. That's what you're projecting out to the world. So you may be getting negative outcomes based on what you're projecting. For example, a lot of people that I know, they always say that they get, you know, people being rude to them or people giving them funny looks and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, that doesn't happen to me often. And I think I know the reason why. It's because naturally I'm like always smiling. Like always smiling, just always look like I'm happy. I'm just smiling for no reason. People be like, especially in high school, they're like, what you smiling about? I'm just happy. Like, I'm just happy. And so I think that's why I get a lot of positive feedback from the world and from people outside, strangers, this and that, because people are always just wanting to speak to me for whatever reason. People always just feel like they need to speak to me, and I don't mind it at all. It's respectful, and it actually makes me feel more comfortable in the environment that I'm in. So one thing that you guys can do, if you are the type of person that will get negative and dirty looks, just try smiling. Just smile. I don't know, I just be like this, looking like this all day. And also keep your thoughts in your mind clean. It's easier said than done, but like really, like when I tell you take the negative thoughts, ball it up mentally and put it in the trash can, like literally envision yourself doing that and get rid of it and replace it with something good. So a couple of different ways that they say that you can, hold on, I forgot what it was. I think it was how to use it. Yes, how to use the law of attraction. It says that some things that you can do to incorporate the law of attraction into your own life can include be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you have, everything that you will receive, and things that you have experienced. And once you take those things and accept them and own them and be grateful for them, then I'm sure you'll start to learn how to do it. Visualizing your goals is another one. Like I was telling you guys, whenever I was doing the job interview, I started to envision myself there at the job, like, oh, I'm going to be doing this. Oh, this is where I'll use the restroom. Oh, this is where I'll meet my managers. Oh, this is where me and my coworkers will meet, you know, and things like that. And once you have that vision in your head, it makes it a lot easier for you to be positive about it because you can see it and it'll make you happy. So next, it says look for the positive in a situation. That's always a good one. We already talked about that. Learn how to identify negative thinking. That is a really, really big one. And it took me a while to learn how to do that. Like, my sister would tell me sometimes, she'd be like, you being negative. I'm like, no, I'm not being negative, this and that. This is real, blah, 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 blah. In all reality, I was being negative because I can change whatever thought I had about that situation and then turn into a positive one. And one way that I identify negative thinking is like, if that situation can be turned around and it could work out, then why am I thinking negatively about it? Why am I worrying about it? So go ahead and find a solution, sit there and analyze it, chill out, and don't let it get the best of you. Use positive affirmations. That goes along with manifesting, and that's what I'm going to talk about again, like I said, in the next episode. Manifestation, using positive affirmations. I will get this job, you know, I will do this, I will become a millionaire, I will, you know, be successful, you know. And talking yourself and speaking these things into existence makes such a big difference, and it actually works. It's like magic almost. That's the best way I can explain it. It's kind of like magic, and it's real, and you just literally have to do it. It might sound silly, like I know y'all be seeing them TikToks and stuff, and it'd be like, use this sound and this and that, blah blah blah, and it'd be like, I attract money, ching ching ching, whatever, stuff like that. That is manifesting. And then you don't necessarily have to do it like that. Like how I manifest, I'll be like, today I will have a great day, I will have such a great day, and I will make some money today. And it will happen, because you have to believe it when you do it, though. That's the big key. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, it won't happen. So don't be doing it for fake, just saying stuff. You better believe it when you're saying it. That's the only way it's gonna work. And excuse me, reframe negative events in more positive way. That I'm so sorry, y'all. Whenever you are in a negative situation, like I said, think about a way that you can turn around and be positive. Turn it into a positive. I'm not about to keep using the same examples over and over. Let's just say, for example, let's just say a bill took out of your bank account. unexpectedly, and you're like, oh man, that was like the last amount of money I had, or oh man, I really needed to use that money for something else. Think about it like this: your bill got paid, less debt, move on. Go like that. It's simple. You might be things that might make you upset, but there can always be a positive outcome out of something that you might believe is negative. And I have a few tips on how to practice the law of attraction. Start journaling. Write in your journal. Figure out what you want, what goals you would like to accomplish, things like that. Keep track of it, and keep track of your days and your progression and things like that. I've done that once upon a time, and journaling is like literally the best thing like you could do, because you can literally go back and see how you was feeling one day. Like, let's just say you do journaling for like a month. You can go back to the beginning of the month and see how your mindset has changed within a month, and see all of the progression that you have made, and it's going to make you feel so good, I promise. It's like one of the most satisfying feelings is like literally seeing yourself grow on paper. It's like a whole story, and you'll be like, oh man, I forgot about that, you know, oh man, I really can't believe I thought you used to think like that, this and that, blah blah blah. I'll go back and read journals and like from last year, because y'all know last year was like really hard for me, really tough year, and I'll be like, I really can't believe like half of the stuff I wrote down, it was so bad, like I had to throw it away in the trash. I was like, I don't even want to see this anymore. That's how bad it was. Make a mood board. I have never heard of a mood board until I went on this website and seen that, but y'all, a mood board sounds great. I'm about to start me a mood board. I need to go to the store and get me like some little smiley faces and stuff from the dollar store or something. But a mood board is where you keep track of your mood by the day, and you can go ahead and see the progression that you have made. You can also look at yourself like, oh man, I was happy like 6 days in a row. It's gonna make you super lit. Like you can be like, dang, let's make it 7 days in a row. So you can go ahead and keep that positive energy flowing, and it'll remind you like, wow, like I can be happy, I can have a great day. So I actually am going to start a mood board. Whenever I start my mood board, I'm gonna show y'all. It's gonna have buku smiley faces on it, because I've been feeling so good lately. Like I'm just happy that my spirit has been good and healthy and happy, because whew, feeling sad is not what's up. I don't want y'all to be sad. If y'all feel sad, don't feel sad. I'm gonna be praying for y'all. I'll be praying for y'all already. So, and also practice acceptance. I wanted to read what they meant by that, because I don't even want to be wrong. It says, instead of focus on what's wrong about the present or what needs to be changed, working on accepting things that they are. I do that too. This doesn't mean that it won't continue to work toward a better future. It just means that you won't get bogged down by wishing for things to be different now. And you know, I would always laugh, because my grandma, she'd be like, I'd be like, Grandma, how you doing? And she'd be like, one day at a time. And I know what she means by that now, because that's literally how I live, one day at a time. I'm going to see what I have on this day, work with what I got, and move on from there. I'm not worried about what's about to happen next month. I don't care what's about to happen in the next week. I'm just literally going day by day and just living. Literally just live. I'll be telling people, like, I don't even watch the news. I don't even know what the weather gonna be like tomorrow. Like, I don't be checking none of that, because I take it day by day and just chill out and accept everything that I do have, you know? It's like one of the best things you could do, because you just literally just taking on what you got in front of you. And that's why I don't, boy, whew, I don't know. But the law of attraction is kind of fun. Like, it's like you can literally, you literally control your life. Long story short, you control your life and the things that happen around you. You ever heard of how people say you are a product of your environment? So when I was younger, I'm about to tell y'all, like, y'all about to get like some OG before Ivy story. Like, this is before Ivy was born. And I used to hang around, I had friends that they didn't have jobs. They didn't have jobs, and they would sit around and smoke all the time. And that wasn't something that I would, you know, partake in. But Like, those were my friends, and I would just hang around them all the time. So before I started hanging out with them heavy, like, this is like right after high school. Right after high school, when I started college, I started to hang out with my friends like every day because I didn't have to go to school. And then also I had a car, and I had a job. I was in college. I was like, oh, I got my thing going on, you know, and I'd go hang out with my friends. And it came to the point where I started hanging out with my friends so much that I became just like them. And if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. So I was still working, but I'm gonna have to tell y'all my long story so y'all can really understand. But I started working at this hotel. I had my own apartment. I was paying my bills. I had my own car. I was doing everything going good. And then I started hanging out with these people too much. And then, long story short, I lost all of that over time. Like, I stopped going to school. I wasn't able to work. I lost my car. My car was totaled. Like, all types of crazy stuff started happening, and I became a product of my environment, because literally the same things that were happening to them started happening to me. And I kid you not, ever since I started to like try not to surround myself around people like that. Don't get me wrong, like, they were my friends. They were my friends. So I'm not trying to throw no shade. Ain't nothing. It kind of is something wrong with that, but I mean, we were young. I was not thinking. My parents told me, I didn't listen. Like, I can't even blame nobody but myself for these things that happen. And basically what I'm trying to say is I became a product of my environment. Law of attraction. You attract what you think, and this and that. Like, so it's kind of like hand in hand. It kind of goes hand in hand. I became what I was around. So try and surround yourself around people with positive energy, positive thoughts, people who are successful, people who have goals, people who have dreams, people who work for their dreams. Like, try to surround yourself around people like that, because it'll motivate you and keep you going and keep you in the groove that you want to be in, to go ahead and do what you want to do with your life. And never forget that real life, you are a product of your environment. So try to be around people that you want to be like. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like how they say you outgrow friends and stuff like that. I'm not like that anymore. I'm trying to get it, So go ahead, do those things. Y'all go ahead and comment below if you guys knew what the law of attraction was. And if you knew what the law of attraction was and you are looking to go ahead and try some of those different things, go ahead and let me know what y'all are going to try out, because I'm definitely going to do that mood board for sure. And thank you guys so much for joining in my episode. I love you guys so much, and I hope y'all have a great day. Until next time. And don't forget to smile.